right, what's up, everybody? It is Sunday afternoon. I was digging through some charts, getting ready for the week. I'm gonna run through those now with you guys. Um, some stuff setting up. Let's step back and look at the cues real quick. We had a really nice pullback last a couple weeks ago. Breached the 10% correction by a little bit, and then we've had a really strong bounce since. Very similar to what we saw back in late March, early April, where it went on this huge run. Um, Now, I don't necessarily think we're going to have another crazy leg like this, coming out of spring and into summer. But I do think that, we are back above the 10 and 20 day. We did have a bit of a correction. We bounced back, and now we're holding above the moving averages and had a few days of consolidation and sideways action. So things are setting up. They look good. And as long as they can hold above the 10 and 20 day, I'm going to be shopping momentum swings, right? Like I kind of took a break when we started breaking down here on taking momentum. And now we're back above the 10 and 20 day, and the cues and overall market are looking a lot better. So when that happens, I'll start looking at swings and other strong charts that are looking to continue higher. HPE is one of them. This was a huge move that had a deep pullback, and we've been basing out for the last couple months. And we actually ended up breaking out last week, and then it kind of just sat a little sideways with the markets, and being the way, being August, being that the momentum hasn't been super strong right now. You don't tend to get really clean follow through like you do on these days all the time. So we are ending up getting a little bit of sideways action on this on the breakout. But if we step back out and look at the weekly, you can see how clean this move was. Really linear move here, deeper pullback. I've based out for basically 2 months now. And then last week we got the push higher in the breakout. So what I'm looking for is basically I want to see, like if we step in, let's look at that 30-minute. You see right around Friday's high, pretty big level here, right around like 53.50. So if we start to push above that this week, I'll be looking to get long and see if we can get another leg higher out of this. Maybe hopefully a little bit cleaner push, maybe make a run to 60 or so. But this is looking really good. This is one of the best daily charts out there right now. So that's what I'm gonna be watching on HPE. The other one I was looking at was Dell, both in the like tech hardware sector. Dell also had a really big move and it's been building this base as well throughout most of the summer. Last 2 months, pretty much sideways action. Last week we did break out and kind of failed here and then pulled back. And then on Friday we rebitted really strong, came right back into the trend line. If we look at the weekly on this one too, you can see how clean this action is. Really nice move higher and have been sideways for months. And now we're starting to see some more action come into it. So I like this. If this basically breaks above this 460 area and can hold, I'm going to be looking to get involved and buy some. So Dell is definitely one on my radar, along with HPE. Both those daily charts are looking really good. All right, another one I really like, MU is getting pretty interesting now. Really tight action last week, sitting right on the 10-day, but you can see we had on Friday an inside day, really tight for it. I don't know which way this is going to break, but I do like this for a breakout move in either direction, right? If it wants lower, a breakthrough Friday's lows right at 847, call it. We could look for some downside action continuation on that. If it wants to break above Friday's highs, 904.80, call it 905. Maybe we'll make a leg higher, but it's been very tight, right? We had the big run higher. We've had a deep pull in here, kind of bounced off these pivot lows here from a couple weeks ago, and now we're getting really tight. Ideally, it continues higher. I'd like to see this move higher and kind of buy a momentum breakout. But if it does break lower, I have no problem looking to take the short for maybe a move back to 800 or so. So MU is definitely one on my radar coming into the week. This other one, CBRS, was a recent IPO, and it sold off since it's IPO, but we're starting to round out and put in this nice base here. And the only problem with this one we have to be a little careful with, we have earnings this week, I think on Wednesday. So we'll have to see how it's trading going into it. But if it broke out yesterday, above these pivots like 230, 231, would be an interesting buy. Maybe get a nice run up into earnings. Wouldn't want to necessarily hold the whole position if it did run into earnings. I'd definitely be trimming into it, and then seeing how the stock closes going into earnings may be worth holding a little bit. And if you need to, just buy some puts or put some kind of hedge on. But I do like this chart, kind of rounding out here, bounce back above the moving averages. Now we've been consolidating above them for about a week. And so this is setting up well for a push higher, kind of round out of this move and see if it wants to make a push back into the mid to high 200s would be a nice look from here. So we'll see how that sets up coming into Monday tomorrow. Another interesting name was this ZETA, ZETA. Had really good earnings. And this one's been basically, if we look back on the weekly, this was a big runner in 2024 and has had a deep pullback, and it's just been in consolidation, sideways, ranging mode for this name. And we're starting to finally poke above a lot of these pivots that had failed the last time it tried to go. So I like this. They had really good earnings, so it has some tailwind on it. Had a nice move, and now we're consolidating up higher. Ideally, a couple more sideways days, tight action, let the 10-day catch up, see if we can squeeze back above like 27 for a buy. So that's something I'll be watching as well. But this chart's starting to look a lot better, especially when you step back in the time frame and put everything into perspective. Could see this being a nice runner over the coming weeks and months. So this will be on watch, and really, I think that's about it going into the week. We'll see how the Qs want to trade. As long as they remain strong, I'll be interested in these momentum looking plays. And we got some more earnings coming up this week, so there should be some more stuff to do as far as intraday. Yeah, so tomorrow we have HIMS and Rocket Lab, ASTS, a lot of the space names, and then Tuesday's SMCI, and we got CoreWeave. That'll be a good one, and NBIS on Wednesday morning. So plenty of things to do. Should be some good earnings plays, as well as some of these bigger picture swing momentum type setups. All right, so that's what I got for you guys right now. We'll check back in the morning, see what's setting up for us, and see if there's anything else to add to the watch list. All right, hope you guys had a great weekend, and I will catch you guys tomorrow in the room.